the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Ty Chandler to return. It's going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
On play action now, McCarthy. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage bills. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue girl. 220, funny hustling girl. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pills. I used to want to...
So after the incompletion, here comes...
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Starting from the 5. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Well, here come the Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season. Now the ball's in his hands.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
Jones once more. They managed 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First down, Vikings.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Williams starting with the pass here. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Chicago first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up second
The
down.
tight end going in motion right.
36-yard line.
One play action. Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Look, again he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That's taken at the 15. Broke through the tackle. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they're quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you can start to murmur and you might even hear a few birds. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Gotta figure out this third down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And no success on the fake punch. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Trying to throw a pass, it sure blew up in their face.
This run's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And the Vikings going to the dive package here. Third down coming up.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Santos' kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
How about that? First sack of the game, and it comes from an unlikely source right out of that secondary. And I think that played a part in just how he was able to get there, the disguise. They weren't expecting him to be sent on a blitz, and catch him off guard is exactly what enabled him to make that play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's going deep. Big game downfield. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throws, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Straight ahead they go with Jones. He breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You've got to have the cavalry to come out. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. We've got a 6-3 ball game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Play action, McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. Running it after the penalty. Just to make it back to the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Looking to throw, McCarthy escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, it's a fake. They're running it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Bronc. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs.
Clearly, the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
Here come the Bears, back out on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronc, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again.
3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
32-yard line.
Williams to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
15 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Looking for him. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Johnson up the middle. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
Okay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Third down. Here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a second quarter lead. It's a Romadunze touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. The Vikings now set to take the field. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On play action now, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Now it's a deep shot back to the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third and 2, McCarthy escapes out to the left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And no success on the fake punt. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs. The Bears and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Williams on the play action. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's That's good for a Bears first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end is beneficiary.
And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They want him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0-2.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears looking at fourth and pretty far. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. Santos' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the run. If you're fighting the good fight, you even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy buys time, rolling right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And here we go. It's another fake. And no success on the fake punt. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears blow their lead just before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Vikings 6.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
26-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Toss play, Swift. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Chased out to his right. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd down carry for Jones. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. Now he's past the 25. Justin Jefferson. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down, and he can catch and run, especially with the elite.
No, they faked it! And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch them off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Oh man, say you.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's more of the catch out left. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. One in behind center with Swift. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions get louder than my
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Working from the gun, Williams. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
On now comes their punter. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow their lead on the turnover. smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears lead by 15 now. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Ty Chandler to return. Long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. On the move, headed right. You can run it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now give up the middle to Jones. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they throw a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. And the shotgun to give to Swift. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a... Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He has it at the 13. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Now it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On play action now, McCarthy headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. McCarthy to throw it. Brought in left side by Jefferson. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Riker headed out. It's a fake. They're ready for it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Brock. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I'm all for aggressive. I don't mind that at all. But you better be right. If you're going to make that call and risk putting points on the board, you better not fail like they did right there.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Swift on 2nd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On the counter with Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Chased out to his right. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Forced out to his right. He's running with it, and he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From the 39. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Bronk. Does force a fourth down. Nearly got that football in plus territory with the pick, Brock, but the drop does give the offense an opportunity to now punt this away.
Yeah, either way, you should be getting the ball as a result of that play. It's just, well, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. He's got to string a longer drive together. Nearly an opportunity to set the offense up for success.
Desperation time here. The call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now we give to Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They're going to pass it here. Has the connection to Smythe. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Downfield. He's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.